Yes, people. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Stats, Facts, and Vibes podcast, brought to you by myself, Flawless Mr. Take Note, and I'm joined by one of the GOATs in the content creator space. You know what I'm saying? Under 21 record-breaking content creator. You know what I'm saying? He holds the record at under 21 level. He is that guy, like 110% in it. Star. He's not even a superstar like in the future. He a superstar right now. And then once he gets to the senior leagues, it's over for everybody. You get what I'm saying? Man like Statman Baines, aka Bainesy, aka Baines St. Patrick, aka CR7 Hive in the building. What are you telling me, Bainesy? You good?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, man, I'm blessed, man. Good to see you as always. You get me? I see you out here
Quality intro
flexing.
that.
Oh, I'm glad you liked it, fam. You can clip that up. I'm glad you liked it. You know what I'm saying? You there in the black and gold kit, looking fire with the
Oh, can't
chain.
lie.
I see you,
I've
fam.
said this before. Yeah, you see black and gold kits.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness, man! Any
slap.
black and gold kit just bangs.
Yeah.
Bayern Munich kit this year, LAFC's kit a couple years ago. They're just too nice.
Man, yeah, it slaps, fam. I see you over there. You get what I'm saying, with the chain and everything like that. I see Bainesy in it. You over there getting money in that. You know what I'm saying? You want to say a new mic?
Nah.
I'm just asking. You know what I'm saying? New mic Baines, new chain Baines. Like, Baines just out here brand new, yo. Brand new. You love to see it. Brand new frames. I'm saying new hair gel. You know what I'm saying? Guy put some Dax in his hair. Let's go,
The
fam.
lies of my
guy.
name.
So, you know, that's what I use. I use Dax. You know what I'm saying? In that, in my hair. So I thought you was on the same wavelength, fam. But we move. Stats, Facts, and Vibes podcast, people, where literally me and Bainesy just discuss anything we want to on a weekly basis. It started off as a fantasy Premier League show. Then United got good again. You know what I'm saying? Well, got better, I should say. And then we wanted to discuss United. So please make sure, first and foremost, you hit the like button on the video. Make sure you do that. Share it across all the socials as well. And subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV, road to 4K. So make sure you hit the subscribe button. Also, Statman Baines' channel is in the title of the video as well. We're going to get through some of the comments before we discuss the title of the video. And also as well, big up to Stephen, who rejoined as a member. Wanted to join the membership, link is underneath in the description. Big up to Dan, who says big up Flawless to Statman Baines. When the server says, let's go, stats, facts, and feelings. I'm off tomorrow, pretty free for most of it, but I'll tell you what I won't be doing, watching any Dembele comps. I think that's aimed at you, fam. You want to respond to that?
Oh, man.
All right.
I'm not going to pressurize anyone.
Okay, cool. Big up my bros, Ryan. Yo, Surfer, allow my guy Statman in it. Ryan here, the Statman Defense League. He said the Apprentice episode is fire still. Yeah, I did watch it, yo. Candidates. Oh, have you not watched it yet? All right, cool. I won't ruin it. I'm just gonna say that, yo, the candidates this year are trash. That's all I'm gonna say. I think Bainesy's frozen. Oh, he's back. Big up to Cam's in the cut. Rise says, Flawless, your message confused me even more. You said, how can you not tell they sound the same, but they really don't? Hey, if you can't tell that Tox and Surfer sound the same, I don't know what to tell you, fam. That's your lookout. Big up to Freddie, says, gang business. What else we got? Who's Catherine? Which one's Catherine? Is that the black girl?
I'll be honest, I don't even know names, innit?
Yeah, serious. This guy's like, I like Catherine. And I'm like, yo, who the hell is Catherine? Like, yo, is that the black girl?
The only guy I know here is the Asian guy that was in the losing team for like the first 4 weeks.
Yeah.
And that's because his friends called him, his nickname's AK-47 or something, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, Mazo.
And I was just like, whoa, let's see who his friends are first.
Yeah. Big up the panel, says YG. Big up to Dan as well. He says, who took the biggest out in this week's fixtures? United drawing to 20th place Burnley, Spurs losing from leading first, Wolves cat score versus Arsenal, on Martinelli's bizarre sending off. All of them, man. All of them. Because all the teams you just mentioned there chasing top four are just not very good.
You think it was a bizarre sending off?
Because I think I've seen Arsenal fans, but you know what Arsenal fans are like. It might be from the 70s, that ruling that you can't get booked for in the same passage of play. But how true that is, I don't know. I don't know the rules. So, and you know what? I don't particularly care either.
But does it even count as the same passage of play because the ball went out and then he blocked the throw-in kind of it? No,
because it's the passage of play, because he's blocked the throw-in. And then, actually, that's a great point. Maybe. That's a great point. I'm not sure.
I don't know. Because I'll be honest, I looked at it and I'm like, you don't really see those kind of sending goals, but it does make sense, innit? But I think, I'll be honest, I think it was kind of harsh.
Fuck him out. I think it was harsh. It was Arsenal. So they deserve everything they get. Pretty simple as that. Big up my guys, Flawless. A man called you. I can't even pronounce that, but I get what he's trying to say. I'll let you pronounce that.
No, I don't want to pronounce it either.
That is Nangles, But
yeah,
no. It's just tricky. It's not trick one. It's not Mike HUNT or anything like that.
Yeah, I know, man. But my pronunciations are just off always.
Yeah, true say. Yeah. Your pronunciations are trash. That is true. But let's get into the show anyway, people. KANE and POCH links to Manchester United. Also, David De Gea's interview. So we'll start with the KANE and POCH links to Manchester United. I got my thoughts on it. We'll go over to you first, though, Bainesy. Your thoughts on the KANE and Pochettino links to Manchester United, because this is all new to me. Manchester. Go on, talk about it. We know you don't like Poch, so start with the KANE thing.
No, I'll be honest. I'll be honest here. You see with the Poch thing, like if you actually ask my opinion, I might like, as much as I don't like Poch, I know like you've seen the stuff I said about Poch before and stuff, innit?
Yeah.
But looking at our squad, we're probably at another point of a rebuild, innit, right now.
Yeah.
Poch has done a rebuild before at Spurs. He's done it at, for example, Southampton. He has the experience of doing it in the Premier League, innit?
Yeah.
So I don't think the appointment is as bad as people make out. Because you see people like on Twitter and stuff, all of a sudden, what I was saying on Poch last season, for example, when I was slating him, everyone's now slating him because they want Ten Hag.
Yeah. I get you.
Like,
I get
you know what I say? Yeah, you see with Poch right now.
Yeah.
Because they see the new shiny toy in Ten Hag, everyone's just slating the old toy in Pochettino.
Facts. It's a fair point. That's a very fair point.
That's one kind of like, well, if Poch comes, obviously I'm going to back him in. I don't think it's a horrible appointment like people are making out, but is it the most like inspiring appointment? The answer is no, because let's be honest, we should have done this over a year ago, kind of thing, innit? It's kind of been built up. We know it's eventually going to happen, and excitement kind of goes. Same thing with Sancho when he signed it. So if Poch comes, I'll back him, but hey, we'll see, innit?
That's very accurate in terms of even though Sancho was a great signing, it did get the energy and the hype got sucked away from that situation simply because it took so long and we just stumbled across the line with it. And it's a player we all wanted. We all know we wanted to get. We all know he wanted to come to Manchester United as well, and we just longed it out in typical Manchester United fashion. With the Poch thing, like you said, because Ten Hag is the new shiny new toy. That's why people are now slating Poch and anybody else as well, any other candidate. I agree with you in the sense of the time to get Poch was before he went PSG. I said this, that was the perfect time it seemed to get. He was on MNF. The squad to me was built for him. We had a nice run of games at that moment in time. We was down in terms of morale. Everything around the club was just dark in regards to morale, performances, time, results. Yeah, it was you all know better than me, but I just remember morale being low in terms of supporters at the ground, the players. There was no feel-good factor. There was nothing to look forward to, and Poch was that breath of fresh air. He was like, he was the hope. He was the shining light. We did in typical Manchester United fashion. We missed out, and now like he's not the one. And you know me, I'm a big Poch fan, and still I'm a big Poch fan. But I just believe that was the time to get him there. If we still sign him now, would I be like upset about it? No. The most important thing to me is he Ralph's guy? Is Ralph going into this consultancy role? He needs his guy.
I don't think he's Ralph's guy right now. Because from what I understand, it seems like the players want Poch, but Ralph wants Ten Hag, innit?
Yo, I'm tired of these. Fuck the players if that's true. You know what I'm saying? We don't know if that is true, but hypothetically, if they've said that, fuck that. You're an employee. You're not the employer. You don't tell us what is going on. Imagine going into your day job and being like, right, I don't want him as my boss. I want him as my boss. Or the company's hiring a new boss. You're not sitting in on interviews saying, I prefer him over him. You don't work like that. Are you crazy?
I can't lie though. There was one link here that I kind of did get interested in yesterday. And it was kind of like United could wait 6 months until the World Cup finishes for Luis Enrique. I can't lie. If you told me that now, I'm taking that.
So you're a big fan of Luis Enrique. Okay, why?
I would take Luis Enrique over Ten Hag and Poch.
Go on, why?
Luis Enrique won trophies at Barcelona, controlled, was there with a dressing room full of egos and stuff, knows the expectations, and then he's shown it with Spain with a lesser quality of players. And let's be honest, they deserve to be Italy, the eventual winners. Pedri did an absolute man-marking job on Jorginho that day. Yeah. And it's kind of like with Luis Enrique, do I have more faith in Luis Enrique to win a league title against Pep and Klopp and Tuchel? The answer is yes. Do I put Poch in the same bracket as them three? No.
I hear you. You making valid points.
And
All
we
I
always
want.
question the mentality kind of thing of our squad as a club as a whole kind of thing.
Yeah.
Luis Enrique is a winner. Poch ain't a winner compared to Luis Enrique.
Enrique does fall under, and I hate this term, the serial winner bracket, because to me it don't mean anything. I've said this before, because there's very few serial winners out there. There's very few, like Pep's won. Would you even say Tuchel is a serial winner? This is my point. Well, yeah, he's still a good manager.
It's hard to tell it because, like, you see with PSG,
yeah,
you're gonna win trophies no matter what.
This is my entire point. Like, but people will then turn around and slate our fellow candidate and say, "I want a serial winner," but then we'll take Tuchel if he get. But Tuchel's not. I had this debate even with Ten Hag. Yeah, people said. I remember on Man United, and someone was like, "I don't want Poch. I want Ten Hag because Poch ain't a serial winner." I was like, Ten Hag's not a serial winner. If you're telling me 2 Dutch leagues and 2 Dutch FA Cups is a serial winner, then there's a lot of managers. My difference between and my definition of a serial winner must be much different to most people's. The serial winner is consistent over a number of years.
Winner so easily. Serial winners like people like Jose. Most clubs that they be in, they won numerous trophies.
Yes.
In my eyes.
Yeah. And I think that's over a number of time, and I mean a length of time and a number of years. I'm not saying 1-2 year stint and like, oh, he's a serial winner. Like, no. Like, there has to be more. Yeah, serial winners Jose in his prime, where he had a 7, 8, 9, 10 year period where he was winning trophies consistently. Pep is like that too. Tuchel is on that way as well. Yeah, Ten Hag won titles with Ajax, but that don't make him a serial winner because he won 2 league titles. So are we saying Klopp was if Klopp was a serial winner in Germany? No, I don't.
So I'm looking at it right now. I'm looking at his Wikipedia right now. He started managing in 2012, and he's only won 2 league titles as a manager, kind of thing, both with Ajax, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then 2 KNV Cup, whatever they're called.
They're the Dutch FA Cups.
And the Johan Cruyff Shield.
Yeah.
Like, so you wouldn't call that a serial winner kind of thing. No. Has he won trophies? Yes, but is he a serial winner? The answer is no.
Well, and the thing is, someone said Frank de Boer won titles in Holland, and this is not me slating Ten Hag because I'm a fan of Ten Hag. If Ten Hag decides to actually take the job, I'm cool with that. I'm fully behind that appointment. My thing is that what I don't like is what Bainesy spoke on, is people changing the argument to suit their narrative. So somebody will turn around, and I've had it on this not this show, but I've had it on this channel where someone told me I don't want Poch because he's not a serial winner, but I want Ten Hag. So then I did what Bainesy just did and actually looked up. And I'm like, yo, he's won 2 league titles and 2 Dutch FA Cups. That is not a serial winner. That's not a shot. That's just a fact. That doesn't mean he can't win more. That doesn't mean I'm not a fan if he actually lands in Manchester. But I'm like, let's just call a spade a spade. Big up to Jego as well, says Jamaica in the house. Big up, guys. Love to see my Jamaicans in the bits. Big up everyone. Yo, Sarcasm City TV worldwide. Does Enrique make sense coming in December? Surely the summer is the best way to get players in, players out. This all goes, if we are, say, for instance, Bainesy's right and we wait till after the World Cup and we get Luis Enrique in, we should be putting the players and the pieces in place for him to actually land. So once he comes in, we're good to go.
Yeah,
putting in board members.
It has to be
the place around him.
Yeah, it has to be a guarantee, and we got an agreement sorted, contract signed that Luis Enrique is going to come in. That's the only way I want it to happen, kind of thing, isn't it? Because then you know, and Luis Enrique will know certain positions that he wants in.
Yeah.
Like, surely he can clearly see that you don't need to be a rocket science that this squad needs a midfielder, for example.
Yes.
Facts. He probably would want another goalkeeper because he doesn't rate David here. We've seen it already for Spain. So, like, those small things we can kind of sort out in the summer and then kind of prepare for it. And I think, like, you also need to remember with this summer's kind of different because the World Cup is obviously mid-season, isn't it?
Yeah,
so the season starts a bit earlier as well. So it's not a natural, it's not a natural pre-season like before and stuff, isn't it?
I did not know that.
No, I'm pretty sure that's how it works. So.
Oh, see, okay. Sure. Well, yeah, like Enrique, I'd be cool with. Poch, I'd be cool with. Ten Hag, I'd be cool with. My problem is with those three. It's simply who is Ralph's guy. If they're not Ralph's guy, I don't want him. I've said this when I've been asked this question before, and I've been asked it numerous times. Who do you want as the next manager? Normally, I'd be like, here debating with Bainesy now and going through the candidates and mentioning more people. Whoever Ralph's wants, because we need to improve the relationship between our board and our manager, because our recruitment is shocking. The reason why we are in the mess that we are in currently is because our recruitment is shocking. The reason why our squad is unbalanced is because our recruitment is shocking. And I didn't realize again until Ollie's now left how bad his window was, how bad his windows were, and the players he brought in. It was awful. Absolutely awful when you look at Wan-Bissaka and you look at Maguire and you look at Dan James and you look at Cavani. Awful.
Donny van der Beek even.
Yeah, like just not using Donny van der Beek, refusing to sign a number 6. Like it's dreadful. And that's why we are left in the way that we mess now. Igalo. Forgot about Igalo.
Yeah, actually wasn't too bad, you know. I was thinking about this the other day.
The only one, yeah, because the bar's on the floor, that's why.
No, but like in terms of a loan signing, isn't it? You weren't too bad.
The only one I like is Tellez, but even he's been misused. This is what I'm saying. Even the good players we signed were misused. It was just horrendous. It was just absolutely horrendous. Like it is. Where else we at? Yeah, Daredevil says, "Hey Flawless, how's it going? I'm blessed. I hope you're good, Daredevil." He says, "I'll take Ten Hag or even Enrique." To me, it's who Ralph wants. And that's why reports coming out saying the players would prefer Pochettino. For what the players want. That's like asking us, me and Bainesy, and going, who do you want? For what we want, do what's best for the club. We're emotionally invested. So it's going to be tougher, and we don't have the skill set either. So not only are we emotionally invested, we don't have the skill set to do this. You pay certain people millions upon millions of pounds a year to make these decisions and make these clear-cut decisions. So why are you asking us? I mean, it would be like stupid to ask us. Why are we asking the players? Half you players ain't good enough.
And the thing is, I always say this. You know, when a director of football or whatever Ralph is going to be, it comes in. Yeah. Say, for example, this manager doesn't work out. Yeah. The next manager that you bring in afterwards has to play a similar style of football.
Yes.
Because then this is why I say this every single time. And I was talking to someone on Insta about it, and he didn't understand it. You see, every single time you get a different manager and a different style of manager, it's pointless. Because all your signings you made for that previous manager now potentially become useless.
Yeah, facts.
We see it with Jose. LVG signed Daley Blind.
Yeah.
Is Daley Blind necessarily a Jose type player?
Absolutely.
Even though Jose did play him at times. No.
He's not.
So that signing, in a way, is useless. But say, for example, now we were comparing like Ralph Hasenhüttl to Ralph Rangnick. Whatever players Ralph Rangnick probably likes, Ralph Hasenhüttl probably likes, innit?
Yeah,
so you're not wasting signings because the next manager can still get use out of them.
Yeah, no, I think you're making very, very valid points.
And that's what for me, Ralph has to make the decision because he's going to be here longer than these players, hopefully.
Yes. And half these players ain't good enough anyway. That's the one thing I thought. Like when I seen the reports, and again, we're talking hypothetically because we don't know how true it is. I was saying, half you players ain't good enough, whether Poch comes in or whether it's Ten Hag or whoever. So you man gotta go anyway about you man dictating. And then reports coming out, they don't like his training methods. Yeah, because he's a drill sergeant and you man can't stand it.
You see those reports? I think those reports are rubbish.
Yeah.
I genuinely think like we're seeing it with the media. Every single time we lose or we get a negative result, the media are just onto United right now. Like, how can you tell me we're not improving as a side? You can't. The players have to be seeing the same thing as me. The players are probably feeling the exact same thing as me. We even saw Luke Shaw's interview today. Even Scott McTominay's come out on today or yesterday or whatever. The players are clearly buying into Ralph. Let's stop this nonsense. The media just want to create a negative tension around United right now, in my opinion.
That's why I always say hypothetically when I'm talking about these things, just because I know we're going to get asked the question. So I'm not running with it. It's true. I'm saying if it is true, fuck these players. You know what I'm saying? Flawless, what about Mancini? He won trophies. What about him? It's all on, again, if Ralph turned around and said, I want Mancini, I'm cool with that. Like Bainesy said. But then the next manager after Mancini should play a similar style of a similar style of football to Mancini. And the manager after that, and the manager after that, and it goes on and on and on like that. Because Ralph should be here for a long time. He should be. You know what I'm saying? And the style and the philosophy shouldn't change regardless of the manager. All of the player profiles should remain the same. Like all of our fullbacks should do this. They'll do it at different levels, but they all should be good at the same thing. They all should have the same job to carry out. So if our first choice right back isn't playing, our second choice right back goes in, he's doing the same job. He should be doing the exact same job. But yeah, I
think Mancini could be an interesting one though.
Go and talk about it.
Like obviously we saw what he done at Man City, for example. He was at Inter Milan before that as well, as manager. Did very, very well. They won a couple league titles and stuff. And then obviously after the City spell, he had a couple less interesting jobs kind of thing, innit? In terms of, I think he went Galatasaray, then Inter again. didn't really do well there, and then he wins in it. And then he kind of picked up again for Italy and stuff, innit?
Yeah.
I don't know, man, about Mancini. Like, would I want him? I'll take him.
Yeah, I'm not sold on him.
But
like,
I think
he
he'll
don't
be like a
top 3.
Yeah.
He don't crack me for free. At all.
It'll be a point where I'll be like, rah, United really made that kind of thing.
Yeah. It would
And
be
it's
surprising.
not necessarily a bad thing.
No. It would be surprising. But do I want Mancini? No, because I don't look at Mancini and go, you're the guy to get us back to the top. But I could be wrong on that. Again, he just needs all the assistance, and that's for any manager who comes in. Big up to my guy Eddie. Just shout out to El Jefe and Statman. Hit the like, subscribe, and become a member if you can. These players softer than the inside of an Ugg slipper. Big up to Eddie and that. Get the likes up because there's over 30 of you lot watching, and we don't even have 20 likes. So get the likes up, share across all the socials. Make sure you subscribe if you're new Sarcasm City TV people as well. AM says, would you take Southampton current manager Hassan Hootel to Man United as next manager? Again, if Ralph turned around and said, I want Hassan Hootel, yes, I would take him. I actually do rate him as a manager. I think he's a good manager because I didn't think Southampton would survive this season. And it's looking like they are. So if Ralph turns around and goes, yeah, Hassan Hootel's my guy, you're going to hear me say that a lot, people. That's what it is. Wherever Ralph wants, I'm with. That's pretty much what you saying, Baby.
I think it's going to be an interesting point where Ralph Arsenal, stylistically, in terms of the gegenpress and stuff, innit? It kind of did. It does make sense, innit? But at the same time, we're not really a pressing side right now under Ralph, are we? But obviously, Ralph's worked with him before. It would make sense. And I would trust Ralph Arsenal. Whether I think he can win a league title compared with Pep and Klopp is a different story, innit?
Yeah, facts.
But when he was at Leipzig, I think he came second one of the seasons, sixth the other season, didn't too bad.
He might, you know what? He might be. Hassan Hootel. He might be the guy to take us to the next level.
Manager before the man.
The man, see, that's why I fucks with you, Bainesy. The manager before the man.
That's what I think Poch is.
That's fair. I can't even argue you. That's
I've
fair.
always said this. I don't know how many of these managers are that guy. But do I think they can lead us, then leave to get that guy? That's what I think it could be.
They can be the man.
Kind of thing,
they can be the man before the man. Like Brendan Rodgers was for Liverpool.
To an extent.
Yeah.
I
put them. Go
on. Like when you look at what Brendan Rodgers left Liverpool, it was a madness. Like in terms of crap. But then I get what you mean in terms of like he was close to winning a league title, and then the next manager came in, kind of delivered.
Because was Klopp? No, he was after Brendan Rodgers. Was it Klopp?
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, was it? Brian will know anyway in the comments. Calvin says, Flawless, what do you think of people saying hire Rangnick full time? Isn't that going against the plan of him being interim and then a consultant, then a manager in the summer? Isn't it the same mistake we made with Oli? Absolutely, you're right. That's very silly for us to do. There's no way Rangnick should get the job full time. He needs to go into the consultancy role. 110%, he needs to go into that consultancy role. I don't want to see him as full-time manager. That's just pointless then. Because then we've wasted, if he goes, say he does take over the job full-time, that just means we've wasted this January window. Because people are saying we can't sign players because we don't know who the new manager is going to be. But if the manager is going to be Ralph all along, why not get his players in January, even if it's one midfielder? And again, that comes due to the lack of preparation and lack of planning for Manchester United. Because we don't know I genuinely believe they don't know who the next manager is going to be. And the fact they don't know that is terrible. The fact they haven't approached that manager is terrible. The fact that they're not getting players have transfer targets in mind for the summer is terrible. And who they're going to get rid of is terrible.
Did Man City not confirm Pep around February, March time?
We knew he was landing. I don't know when it was, though.
I'm pretty sure it was around the February, March time where we kind of knew he's going to be the next Man City manager kind of thing, innit? And they're buying us.
We didn't know from early because even they put the pieces in place beforehand.
And the thing is, like, when people say, people don't expect it to be like a long-term like preparation kind of thing. Remember when we linked to Griezmann? That signing was kind of in place from December in terms of negotiations and stuff.
Yeah.
And then obviously it didn't happen in the summer, but we were clearly chasing Griezmann for a very, very long time and negotiating everything.
Got you.
Signings take time. Manager appointments do take time as well.
Absolutely, they do. But we should be dealing with this expeditiously, 100%. I don't want Ragnick only because he made friends. Crap players and new manager would have friendship. He wouldn't be pressured because he's not there to steady. Wait, what? Say this again, Mohammed. I'm hella before the baddest. Please say that again. Daredevil says Ralph should be at the top in a consultancy job and get a new manager who is Ralph's choice. Pretty much so, yes. I agree. Pretty much he should be. On to the KANE as well, which makes sense because we've been in with POCH. I don't want KANE. I've said this before, I'll say this again. I do not want Harry Kane. That doesn't mean I don't think Harry Kane's top class because he is quality. But he seems just, again, another Maguire signing, another Aaron Wan-Bissaka signing, just the obvious signing, a Sancho signing. And obviously, I rate Sancho. But why we keep going for... You telling me for the money he's going to cost, and we can't get somebody who has a higher ceiling and is younger? Right, we're signing, and he's injury-prone as well. And we have doubts about his big game, not mentality, his big game performances. When's he ever shown up for Spurs in a big game in terms of semi-finals or final of where we're trying to get to?
Harry Kane is such an interesting one because I can't lie. Say if we do sign him in the summer, he'll be 29, innit? 29. Are you really going to be paying over £100 million for him?
Yeah, he's not that.
Or even over £80 million. I'm like, he's a lot in it because let's be honest, Harry Kane normally gets that one ankle injury every single year, innit?
Yeah,
and eventually that's going to take an effect on you.
Yep.
And with another thing with Harry Kane, it's kind of like, obviously this season hasn't been the best for him, even though he's improving. Do you really want to spend that amount of money on a player who's kind of had a downturn in form this season?
Exactly.
I think that's a risk. Do I think Harry Kane's a top quality player? Yes, but it's still a risk. But then the other side of it is kind of like, how many strikers are available?
See, this is what I don't like. Strikers are there.
No, but in terms of quality plays,
there is quality. The whole world of football.
Like, just because, I think the obvious one in my eyes was Vlahovic.
Yeah,
I would have loved Vlahovic. You even saw what he did yesterday with the way he turned the guy for the goal, even though it was an own goal. But he created the goal kind of thing, innit?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who else there is. Haaland's the obvious one now.
Haaland's a better shout than Haaland's. I'd rather we went and spend big on Haaland than Kane. But again, that's an obvious signing. Again, but this comes down to our scouting system. There's an entire continent of just Europe of footballers. You telling me there's not one striker who's good enough to play for Manchester United is a myth. Never mind adding the world, all the other continents. Like, come on, man. You telling me there's not someone in Europe or Asia or Africa or South America or North America who can come in and play? Like, of course there is, man.
You know the one that interests me right now? The Lewandowski situation. I'll be keeping a very, very close eye on what happens with Lewandowski. Because I still got a feeling he could potentially leave in the summer. Obviously, the reports that he might have left last summer and stuff, innit? If Lewandowski becomes available, you sign him. I don't care what anyone says about his age. He's still one of the best players in the world, hands down. Technically unbelievable. Lewandowski destroys the Premier League in my eyes.
Oh, absolutely.
Even at this age.
Absolutely, he does. But again, that comes back into, is Ralph going upstairs? Who's the manager coming in? Does Lewandowski fit the profile and the style that manager wants to play?
I think he suits any single style. I think Lewandowski.
A manager, no. A manager, even though I'm with you, you know how highly I rate Lewandowski. The new manager might come in and go, Lewandowski doesn't fit what I'm trying to do. He might say that. I'm saying that there's nothing wrong with that. That's not a shot at Lewandowski. He just doesn't fit what I'm trying to do. You've played FIFA before. There'll be a player on FIFA who's rated 95, but he don't fit what you're trying to do. So you won't sign him. You know what I'm saying? To me, FIFA is a pace and power game. So if there's a winger there, he can be overall 95. But if he's got no acceleration and no pace and no dribbling, I'm not going to sign him. Simple as that. Floor, he's better than the bums in front of goal, though, not going to lie. Eddie, I trust you in front of some of these players in front of goal, fam. Like, the bar's on the floor.
Hey, who talking about here?
I say just strikers. I trust you, Eddie. You know what I'm saying? In front of some of these, man. I trust you over Dan James. I trust you over a Rashford right now. I trust you over a Bruno and a Cavani. And the way Ronaldo's going on, I trust you over him right now, Eddie. The bar's on the floor. I know that's Bainesy's guy, but it's just facts. Like, was it not 5-6 games without a goal now?
5.
What is his longest drought since
2010? You know how mad that is, though? Like, you know when you're actually deep here, imagine that. 2010 to what 2022, you've been doing this consistently at a high enough level that you haven't gotten more than 5 games without a goal. Like, you know how mad that is.
Yeah, that's his levels. That's his level. That's why, because he's cold. He's one of the best strikers of all time.
But it's just crazy though. Because let's be honest, since 2010, he wasn't always a striker kind of thing, innit? And even a striker, if a striker goes on a 5-game goal drought, it's not that bad kind of thing. Like you can kind of still, you can still win a golden boot kind of thing going on a 5-game goal drought.
Absolutely. Flawless, you're right, but an unknown and proven striker will be a gamble. If the pressure being United number 9 gets to that player, then was it worth it? But then but you can add that in. Signing KANE for 120 million is a gamble, and the pressure of being United number 9 gets to that player, was it worth it? Any player who signs for Manchester United is going to be under immense pressure. You're under the spotlight instantly. If you have one bad game, everybody is talking about it because we are the biggest club in the country. It's all eyes on us. You get me? No 2-pack. Whether we're challenging for league titles, whether we're challenging for top 4, we could be 10th. We could be doing up Arsenal and finishing 8th back-to-back. It's still all eyes on you. Like Bainesy mentioned it. There'll be top strikers out there in the Premier League who go 5 games without a goal and nobody's mentioning it. That happens to Cristiano Ronaldo at Manchester United. You're mentioning it. If that happens to the main guy at Manchester United, whoever that number 9 is, it's getting mentioned. Brentford, I think, have won 2 games in like 16 or something. Nobody's mentioning it. I swear down, no lie. The commentator mentioned it.
Frank, you idiot.
Because it's Brentford. And that goes for most teams.
Yeah, just look at Jack Grealish, for example. £100 million player. How many goal contributions does he have? Has anyone talked about it?
Nobody speaks about it. You know why? Because it's Jack Grealish.
The mainstream media do not speak about that enough.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying Jack Grealish is very bad, by the way, because I actually like Jack Grealish, but still.
Facts.
The expectations ain't the same.
Yeah. So that's where I'd go with that. So we do need a number 9. I'm just saying our scouting system needs to go and scout players. Firmino went into Liverpool and done a good job. Nobody's talking about. So if Liverpool can go and identify Firmino to play as a 9, why can't we go and identify a 9 for us? Nobody was talking about Salah. They identified Salah. Nobody was talking about Mane. They identified Mane. So if Liverpool can do it up the road, why are we incapable? And we have all the resources they have. This ain't football managers. This isn't FIFA people. It doesn't have to be obvious signings. Go get someone. Even if they went and got someone who I don't know, I'd not fussed. Did they fit the profile of what they're trying to do? Did they fit the job? That's all it is.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to. The player now has to stylistically fit what the next manager wants in it, and that's what Liverpool do extremely well. Shimkas is not a big name player, but no one knew him. He does a job though. Fits in, attacking fullback, similar to Robertson. You could argue in it. You could even argue he's better than Robertson going forward.
The profile is this very, very similar. They do the same job.
Exactly.
They do
I hate Diogo Jota though.
Yeah, why you always on Diogo Jota's case, man?
Nah, I swear to God, the guy's the biggest false image in football, but that's a conversation for another day.
This guy always going. I see what you tweeted about him actually. This guy always on Jota.
I swear to God, I can't even tweet that on my main account because I know I'll get cooked here, but he's not that guy.
Main account, man.
I'm telling you, he's not that guy. The guy's one of the biggest false images in football.
He's just a goal scorer, is that what you're telling me?
Oh my God, horrible footballer. Horrible footballer. Like you see yesterday, the guy, he lost possession more times than he completed passes. He had a pass accuracy of like 57%, and you're meant to tell me he's a good footballer. Nah, I ain't having it with Jota, you know. Nah, my agenda started with Jota in the Euros and it's carrying on now.
The floor is yours, fam.
No, I can't really talk about it.
Why can't you talk about it? You can talk about it. It's a safe space.
No, he needs to. As soon as the goals dry up here, watch what I do to him. He's getting slated on the main account because these Liverpool fans here told me Sancho's better than. Jota's better than Sancho.
Jota's not better than Sancho. That's a myth. We know this, man. We know better. Jota is not better than Sancho. When it's
you know what it feels like. You know what it feels like here. You see with Diego Jota. You know how everyone was telling us here that Bruno Fernandes ain't that guy, but he's getting goal contributions.
It's the same thing.
That's what it feels like I'm doing to Liverpool fans right now. He's not that guy. I'm telling you, he's not better than Firmino in the central areas when you play or when you want to play. But his instinct to run and go, fair play to him, and his movement somehow always gets a chance, kind of thing, innit?
Are you talking about Jota or CR37 says Surfer?
Ronaldo's a better footballer than Jota. I'm telling you, Jota's a horrible footballer.
It's a link between you lot. I'm just saying. Big up to Cater as well. Says big up the man, then big up to you. Big up everyone that's locked in as well. We're linked to the Benfica striker, apparently. Who's the Benfica striker? I don't know who that is.
Nunes guy, I think.
That's good. Something different.
Yeah, it's something different, but I can't lie, it'll be very expensive, isn't it? Because I think West Ham went into him in the January transfer window for like over £50 million apparently.
All right.
But saying that his goal record this season is very, very good. I think he had 16 goals in 15 games.
We'll move on. Yeah, you mentioned it to me literally before we went live. I didn't know. David De Gea interview. What has he said? Or somebody please put his someone put the quotes in the comments, please. Put David De Gea's quotes in the comments. But go on, Bainesy.
I think some of it was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Like his first quote that United report put on Twitter was, "I think someone has put a curse on us or something. The truth is, I don't know what's going on. I really don't. People always ask me, and we talk about it as teammates, and we just say we don't know what's happening."
That's a damning indictment, you know.
And the next one was even interesting, more interesting. He said, "We should have competed for more trophies, bigger titles, but I just don't know why this team doesn't function."
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Who was this interview with?
El Pace.
So is that a Spanish outlet?
Yeah. So obviously some of these quotes might have been like, what do you call it, mistranslated and stuff, innit? But this is what United report have put on Twitter and stuff.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
And then he also said, even just seeing Ronaldo walk through the door gives you a desire to show you're at his level. He works so hard and he's very demanding of himself. I think he's a bit calmer than before, but he's a machine.
Yeah, that's not a surprise to hear that.
And he also said, I don't know if that's a good thing, the save stat thing, in terms of him having the most saves. Teams create a lot of chances against us, but that's what I'm here for, trying to stop goals, help the team however I can. And this year, things are going well in that regard. And that's it. Yeah,
the fact that they don't know what's going on tells you all you need to know. The reason why I can tell them that, you're just not good enough. People are always looking for, it's cursed or someone like, no, man, we just not it. We're not good enough.
This was interesting, you know, like someone put this on Twitter underneath one of the David De Gea thing.
Go ahead.
Share the screen.
See what got said.
David De Gea, big game errors, and someone put all these big game errors. And they said no self-awareness. Now, some of this is damning.
This is damning. Hey, this is hella damning, but hey, where's Emmanuel in it when man say I got agendas about De Gea?
Oh, De Gea, let me not talk about him.
Let's talk about him, fam. Let's talk about him.
No, because I said this here on the show that I did with Saeed the other day. Thibaut Courtois is better than David De Gea. David De Gea, no big club wants David De Gea right now, if David De Gea was available. And I'll say this, would Liverpool sign him?
Nah.
Would City sign him?
Nope.
Would Chelsea sign him?
No.
Would Barca sign him?
Maybe.
Would Real sign him?
I doubt it.
Would PSG sign him?
No, I don't think it would. Yeah, I don't think it
would.
Would
Bayern Munich sign him?
Nah, because they like that sweeper keeper thing.
There you go. And certain people want to say David De Gea is the best keeper in the world, including Saeed.
Yes, you know what Saeed's like, though. You're not shocked.
But Saeed loves David De Gea, innit? But that's what I'm saying. Like, the modern day keeper is not David De Gea.
You said this for longest, which is true.
I've been saying this for over a year now. Yeah, and that's why even like today on the Red Talk group chat, I posted that thing for Saeed, innit?
Yeah.
And it was kind of like the myth of David De Gea. Someone says, "Statman, do you think David De Gea is overrated?" 100%, I think he is. Am I saying he's a bad keeper? No, but I still think he's overrated.
That's peak. That is peak. And you know what's mad is you see how you ask me all them questions with them teams side him. Have that same energy when I'm talking about Victor Lindelof, but we won't go into that. You know. Yeah.
No, but in terms of, it's not even about the quality of David De Gea right now. I'm talking about a profile. Is he a modern day keeper? That's what my main argument was trying to be in it when I compared him to all the other keepers. Like, you're looking at Spain right now. Why is he not the first choice?
You making valid points, fam.
I can't even argue what you're saying. And then you're telling me if Luis Enrique does come in, he's going to start David De Gea. He doesn't even start for Spain. And there's a reason for that. And this is why all they say, there's a difference between shot stopping ability and shot prevention. all these other keepers are very, very good at shot prevention. But that is not the most glamorous thing, in it. But shot stopping, you make a save, you dive around, make a camera save kind of thing. Everyone goes, wow, amazing. And that's why they always say he's the best keeper in the world. Because they see glamorous moments like that. But let's be honest, keepers are probably one of the most least glamorous positions on the pitch. You do the basics. You're a 7 out of 10 in terms of shot stopping, sweeping, playing out from the back and commanding your box. You're calm for me.
Hey, you spitting, fam. I'm just letting you go. I'm just letting you go.
And someone said this, so does that mean Ronaldo's overrated because he's significantly declined? My argument isn't that David De Gea is declined. That's not my argument. My argument is David De Gea, in terms of the modern day, doesn't suit what teams want and what big teams should want. Like, if this was David De Gea from the Jose season, where he was saving every single shot, for example, left, right, and center, that was the best David De Gea we've seen, in it. I would still probably say the same thing in terms of having the modern day keeper, if we're comparing it to keepers these days. Edison's changed everything. Pep's changed everything.
True.
And you have to move on with the times, and that's what Ralph is meant to be. Because you see, Ralph, talent ID, he has it. He's moving with the times kind of thing, in terms of the players he signed at Leipzig, scouted. He has to do the same thing at United now.
Hey, Bainsy's on point today. All right, Bainsy, let's go, man. You on point. Mohammed here is saying Ten Hag, De Ligt next to Varane, Daily Blind, Frankie, De Jong, and Donny. Ajax hype. Nah, I'm not with this. Ten Hag, cool. De Ligt next to. I don't want De Ligt next to Varane. Nah, I'm good with that.
I like
Daily
De Ligt.
back. I do, but I'm talking partnership wise. You just spoke on it there. That's not a partnership I want to see. Varane to me suits best next to a Sergio Ramos profile. He needs that type of defender.
An idiot kind of thing.
Eric Bailly,
back.
aggressive. Eric Bailly, even though, again, people, I'm not saying Eric Bailly is the level of Ramos. I'm saying that is the profile. We spoke a lot about styles and philosophies like a Rudiger. Yes, Varane needs that. Because Varane, and let's talk about that actually. I want to talk about that. Everybody was talking about, Varane's not good enough to play in the Premier League. Ramos is holding his hand. He won't last in the Premier League and all this.
Ryan was one of them.
Yeah, Ryan was definitely one of them. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Ryan was definitely one of them. Ryan, the floor is yours. What happened to that, fam? But it's been fine. And bear in mind, people, Varane has had the worst possible predicament he's coming into in terms of a situation. Ollie is manager. Bainsy just spoke on De Gea not being a modern day goalkeeper. He's playing next to Varane, also Wan-Bissaka, also Luke Shaw with Scott McTominay in front of him, and he still look good. No, so you have to be a different level of centre-back to still look comfortable and look competent in that system with those players, with that manager. Let me just repeat that again, people. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as manager. David De Gea, who's not a modern day goalkeeper. Harry Maguire, who some people are calling Manchester United's worst ever signing you're playing next to. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who is up there as one of Manchester United's worst ever signings. Then Luke Shaw, who is not good enough. Then playing in front of Scott McTominay, who is not a top 10-6. You're not even top 15. I don't know who he starts for. I don't think he's better than James Ward-Prowse. He don't even start for Scotland. He's a centre-back. But yeah, Varane's look fine, and now everyone's quiet. Everyone wants to go in the house now. What happened to all Varane? Ramos is holding it. Ramos can't play for PSG, from what I've seen.
Centre-backs in the league, right? For Varane comfortably.
He's top 3, fam. Easy.
Well, name me top 5.
Because this is something we're going to get into. Top 5, Van Dijk, Thiago Silva, Varane, Ruben Diaz, Rudiger. That'd be my 5.
No, I think about John Stones, you know.
You don't crack my top 5. He's in the 6 to 10. I rate Fingy as well at Wolves. They have, because they defend very well. Is it Kilman?
Yeah. No, lads, think about this. Yeah, because someone's posting something about John Stones, isn't it? He's such a good footballer. He is a good footballer.
He's a very good footballer.
I don't think people realize how good John Stones has been over the last 2 years.
He's improved massively. Like, he impressed me.
Like, even the other day, he was
no. Don't do this. Don't do this. He has actually revolutionized our defense because we concede much less goals when he plays. All of our biggest defeats is when he's not playing. I don't know if there's a game where he's conceded more than 2 goals. To my knowledge, I can think of. So let's not do this. So don't act like, because you acted like he wasn't going to be good enough. You were talking about he wouldn't get in Liverpool's team. He walks into your team. know what I'm saying in that. So don't give me about, oh, he's an upgrade on what you
Oh
had.
yeah,
Yeah,
he walks into
Varane
every single team
yes, facts.
in the league. Is he the best centre back in every single team? Maybe not. You could debate. Is he better than Van Dijk? Different story.
You could debate. Yeah. Well, he
walks
plays
in.
for every team. Absolutely in that. Absolutely. All these people will talk about, and you know how you know he's playing well? Because there's no comps floating about on social media of his mistakes. He made one mistake for the Newcastle game. That's it. But man, we're hyping him up and trying to say Ben White was better. And I've seen Ben White make numerous mistakes. Whether it's twice against Liverpool, whether it's against Manchester United. Where else is he? He made more mistakes. See, that's 3-4 off the top of my head. This is not what we're doing. This is not what we're doing. Ben White.
Well, I think Gabriel's better, you know.
Oh, Gabriel is definitely 100%. I think so. 100%. Thomas who says Jara is a striker, Sancho is a winger. Can't compare them both flawless. I didn't compare them. People were saying who's better.
Noble fans did.
So what I would do is in an attacking area, put it this way: Sancho's a better winger than Jara is a striker. If Sancho goes to Liverpool, he starts. He ain't doing this Jota squad thing, and I rate Jota like in terms of what he adds to that squad. But Sancho starts. The Liverpool fans have been criticizing Mane. He starts in that team. Like let's call the streets. Let's call a spade a spade. It's hella quiet in the streets. Tumbleweeds are hella quiet. Nobody, you know what I'm saying in that. Nobody talking about that. And look, man always have to reach in. You just drew away to Burnley, fam. What does that have to do with Varane? Varane wasn't at fault. See, this is why I call people out when we do the comments and stuff like that. Because you get people saying stupid shit like this. And just because Ryan's little bro doesn't mean I'm going to let this slide. So this is why I'm going to flame him. Yes, Ryan, the floor is now yours, you stupid guy. What does that goal have to do with Varane? I watch him say something completely different. See, people, agendas, nonsense. Varane's played well. So rather than just admit it and go, yo, Varane's played well for Manchester United, man want to run jokes and that. You just drew away to Burnley. You man drew
Let's pack it. Talking about Angelino.
Yeah. Like Keenan running bands as well. Someone had a question as well. Where are we at? He's about to say Jota isn't a striker, more of a left forward. Jota's good. I actually rate Jota. I do. I think he's a very, very good squad player. That's what I think he is. I think he's a very good squad player. He adds depth to Liverpool because he's miles better than say a Minamino, and that's what Liverpool needed. I said it at the start of the season when I pop on after the game versus United. Max Kilman will probably be our most consistent player this season. He's so underrated. You did say that. But yeah, back to this match. Yeah, it's hella quiet in the streets. Everybody got them Varane drafts saved and that. Still there in the drafts from August. Man, hella quiet. Got nothing to say. They have nothing to say. Nah, yeah. That's the one that Bainesy just mentioned. No, I wouldn't. If we're gonna sign a left back, go get a proper left back. Yes, Maguire is awful. He is awful. Absolutely. And that's who Varane been playing next to for the majority of the season, even the Burnley game. But we move. Where else we at? Yes, get it. Yo, we got 44 people watching, only 23 likes. Smash the likes up, people. It's quality here. Continue to get your questions in. They don't necessarily have to be Manchester United. Get your questions in, and me and Bainesy will answer any questions you have. And if you need to get flamed, then you'll get flamed. Simple as that. But yeah, back to it. I don't particularly want KANE or POCH at Manchester United. And the David De Gea interview, I think people overanalyze Manchester United all the time. These players are just not very good. Simple as that. These players are just not good enough. I've said this before. I'll say this again in it. Your Wan-Bissakas, your Harry Maguires, your David De Gea's, your Victor Lindelofs, your Luke Shaw's, your Scott McTominay's, your Freds, your Bruno's, your Rashfords, your Cavani's, your Ronaldo's. These man ain't it. Simple as that. Look at the team. And again, I say this all the time. I'm not saying all them players need to be sold. Similar to Jota, some of them players need to be squad players. Rashford should be an impact player. He should be coming off the bench. We should have two wingers in front of him, and he should be coming off the bench when we're either on the counter-attack because we're up or we're chasing the game. Cavani should be used like that right now. To me, Ronaldo should be used like that right now. All these players should be. Fred should be a squad player. McTominay should be sold. Bruno should be a squad player. Now, pyramid scheme, I'm not saying 18 man need to go. No. I don't think 18 man need to go. I think that's way, way, way too much. The likes of Bruno, Rashford, Fred, Cavani can all be, even though Cavani wants to leave, he can be a squad player. I believe Luke Shaw can be a squad player. I believe Victor Lindelof can be a squad player. If you look at Liverpool's team, it's not the greatest in terms of squad. So I'd say, yeah, it comes, man.
I do think. Wait, with Liverpool, I do think they're kind of building a decent squad now, innit?
What I'm saying is, it's not exceptional talent throughout. It's not 25.
Like big names kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but profile wise, in terms of similar plays, yeah.
They've improved it with the Shimikas, with the Jota, with the Diaz guy they've just signed. Bringing in Thiago to improve the first team, so then that drops Milner into a squad player type of thing. Bringing in Kanate, where you can see what they're trying to do. That's what we need to do. Not every player has to be 10-10. I'm saying they're squad players for a reason, and I have no issue with that. If Fred was playing every now and then, I wouldn't have no problem with him. Yeah, we do have only 5-6 stars. To me, the only stars we really have, I put Varane there. I'd say Dalot. I do like Tellers. I'd put him there. Pogba, but he could leave. Donny. Well, Donny's not even there, so I can't even use it. Pogba, Sancho, that's 5. There's no one else that look at and go, right, we're going to compete for title with these. This is why I've said we go as far as numbers 19, number 6, and number 25. That's why our season hinges on those 3 players. Numbers 19, 6, and 25 will carry us as far as we go. If those 3 players have good fitness, have good form, we'll finish top 4, and we'll go deep into the Champions League. If those 3 players don't have that, we won't finish top 4, and we'll go out of the Champions League, either to Atletico Madrid or in the quarterfinals. Simple as that. Because they are 3 X-Factor players. Talk about it, fam. Oh, yeah, because you've been talking. I was on Matisse's stream yesterday. Large up my guy, Matisse. You was in the comments talking about Champions League get over. I was on Rance's stream yesterday. Big up to Rance. You was in the comments. Oh, no, it was the other day. But I was on Rance's stream and you were talking in the comments about,
no, Connor, I was just trying to get in your head because you were moving slightly confident in it. I was like, go on, say it.
No, fam, you can't trick me.
No, but you know I genuinely think we'll be Atletico, innit?
I agree with you on that.
Let me see who Atletico have on the weekend.
I agree with that. I agree. I think we get past Atletico.
Getafe on the weekend.
I say Getafe, you know.
That's a proper, crap game, Those games that you just have to grind out, that's Getafe for you. Oh, Sevilla playing today as well. Martial.
I said,
let me look at this here. I want to see Atletico's fixtures between when we play them, innit? Because that's all is important when it comes to the Champions League. Because our fixtures around the Atletico time ain't easy, innit? So Atletico Madrid, while they... So in the first leg, they have Osasuna the week before, and then Celta Vigo after. Yeah, I can't lie, they kind of got lucky. Because before the second leg, they got that Cadiz team. Cadiz, whatever they're called.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and then the relegation battle kind of ended, the third from bottom. So that kind of helps them as well, innit?
I pretty much named it there, Mohammed. I answered that question about if you were DRF, how would you rebuild United? Who goes in, goes out? I want to get rid of that many players. Just be McTominay, Maguire, Wan-Bissaka.
The thing is, this is what I say. Our players are not bad individually, innit? But this is what I said before. Our players are just a mismatch of what managers probably want, innit?
Yeah,
like you got Jose plays, you got LVG plays, you got Ole Gunnar Solskjaer plays. Like they're all different.
Yeah. Facts. Facts. You're not lying. You are not lying. Where else we at? But yeah, I think we can get past Atletico Madrid. But yeah, I'm not gonna do what you and say we're gonna win the Champions League. Go on, say it. But you never say never. Go on, say it, fam.
Mountains are there to be climbed.
Oh, is it? What was that? Say that again, fam.
Nah, I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna do the full
screen. Say that again. I'm not even gonna do the full screen. Go on, say it again, fam.
Mountains are there to be climbed.
Okay, so United winning the Champions League, yeah?
No comment.
All right, okay. This guy.
Now, but at the end of the day, competitions, I always say, we're in it. Football's a wild sport kind of thing.
Yeah, you did say
by that I meant like Getafe are one of the worst sides to watch in the league, innit?
Fair enough.
And I've even said like this was kind of in place since that Diego Martinez guy was in there, the guy that was linked to the Watford job. Horrible side to watch.
Like, share, subscribe to Sarcasm City. Continue to bring you excellent analysis and thought-provoking topics about United and football in general. Big up Black Diamond every single time. Eddie's been on this train. He's not having it. He said Bruno and CR7. Adios if I'm the OF. Yeah, that's no surprise. I'm saying, like,
Bruno's interesting
Eddie's.
Because I said
Bruno should be a squad player. Go on, talk about it.
We want to play a 4-3-3 in it. Realistically, that's what Ralph is trying to do. But the last game, it went a 4-3-3. It was a 4-2-3-1 when we had the ball. Bruno's too high up. And I'm like, I've seen you. You can play in a disciplined role in it.
Yep.
Like, surely Ralph is not asking you to go back into the 4-2-3. Surely not. Because it's probably Pogba ain't that high up. If we're really being real.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's just kind of annoying, isn't it?
Hey, Bruno for you in it, but that's certain people's guys. When I criticize him, I get criticized. Pyramid says, man slandering Atletico. Would you bet your house on United beating anyone at this point? No. Who started Atletico?
No, let's be honest. Atletico are crap.
All right, talk about it. Go on, Bainsy. Come on, Bainsy. Let's go. With chest. Go on.
No, you're going for the full screen thing.
Let's go. I'm not going to full screen.
Your hand is going towards the screen. I couldn't tell.
I'm not going full screen.
No, but realistically, I was grabbing my water.
Go on, fam.
We should be beating Atletico. Atletico have not been good this season. I said this. We do. Nah, man. Don't do the full screen thing. Otherwise, I'm going to put my thumb over it. Oh, you lost my train of thought.
Atletico, why they're trash and we're going to beat them 4-0.
No, I'm not saying we're going to beat them 4-0 kind of thing. Going forward, obviously, they got the threat kind of thing, innit? Mm-hmm. But it's kind of like defensively. I keep saying it. It's not a Diego Simeone side. It is not a Diego Simeone side for the first time.
Okay.
Like, I'm looking at Oblak. Horrible.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at the defense when Barcelona are pressuring them. Horrible. Mm-hmm. And that's where I'm kind of like, we should be beat.
Yeah.
We should. Is it going to happen? Football works in funny ways, innit? Football's not played on paper. On paper, we should be beating them, but
we're winning the Champions League from.
Football's played on the pitch, innit? Anything could happen.
Okay. So what's your scoreline prediction?
I am going to go with over 2 legs. I think it'd be tight, you know. I'm gonna go with 3-2 United.
Wait, that's over both legs?
Yeah.
So what? A 1-1 draw and a 2-1 win?
Yeah.
So 1-1 away, I'm guessing, and 2-1 at OT?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
I think, like, even though I say Atletico's defense is bad here, our attack ain't firing it, which is why I still think it'll be low scoring.
Yeah. Okay.
And 3 goals over 2 games is kind of low scoring for United, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I hear you, fam. All right. Bainsy confident. I ain't saying all that because I've not seen enough of Atletico Madrid, but I know they haven't been playing their best football.
You know what would be your score prediction right now?
No idea. Ask me closer to the time.
We still got
Ask me the week of
this game. We are starting to improve as a side. Ralph is starting to improve, and that's what fills me with confidence, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But then it's kind of like with Atletico, say they're struggling in the league. Champions League is a different competition. We always say it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, form in a way kind of goes out the window, even though it doesn't, kind of thing, innit?
Yeah.
Because it's a fresh start for the players. It's a fresh competition. Your previous result in the league doesn't matter because this is a new thing.
Yeah. And yeah, don't do this because we can't even beat Borough. Delusion, it's fine. It's like the reason why you can't just take one-off games and go, all right, that's why we're not. Chelsea are many people's favorites for the Champions League. They drew at home to Burnley. City are many people's favorites in the Champions League. They lost at home. They drew to Southampton. They lost at home to Crystal Palace. Like, you can't just pick off one-off games. Like, every team is gonna have. Every top team has bad results. Liverpool, yeah.
The performance wasn't bad. That was one of our best performances this season.
Yeah.
Like I've said this before. The best problem to have is that you're missing the chances. And that's what we're having right now. At least everything until the final third is working. And even the final third, other than literally the penalty box, is working. We're not scoring. That's
finishing. Yeah. But we're creating chances. I'm being unlucky with the refereeing decisions as well, which I'm not making an excuse for. That's just like Middlesbrough goal should have been ruled out. Varane's goal should have stood.
Bayern Munich lost 5-0 to Bristol.
Bayern lost 5-0. But people will tell us Bayern Munich are like they would be favorites against us. Like, don't get it mistaken. But every team has bad results over a course of a season. And Bayern lost 5 million German isolated results can't rub out a team. Go on. What are you saying,
a couple years ago, City lost to Norwich or something when Pookie destroyed them.
Did they?
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Scored.
So let us know in the chat.
Let me see.
Let us know in the chat.
I swear to God, Norwich beat City a couple years ago.
Let us know in the chat. 100%.
Don't know why I got a feeling it was 3-2.
It's a possibility though. This is the thing. People people just one result. Dortmund lost 5-2. That's like all teams have bad results.
Bayer Leverkusen battered differently though.
All teams have bad results. 100%. Yeah, I can't wait to send this through to you now before we close out. Say again.
Todd Cantwell scored that game.
Jesus. He got moved, didn't he?
They went Bournemouth.
Yeah. Mazza. Surprised.
Yeah, but
unless they wanted him out. Was he not playing?
Yeah, he wasn't really playing at that.
Okay. Fair dues.
They're signing that Phillips though. Bournemouth as well.
Good signing, but fuck Bournemouth, innit? You know what I'm saying?
No, I can't lie. I do like that signing though. Nat Phillips and Lloyd Kelly at the back.
I don't like Bournemouth, innit? So fuck Bournemouth. Pyramid Skeet says, players trying to get Rouse sacked. This has L written all over. I don't think the players are trying to get Rouse sacked. You know why? Because he's leaving in the summer anyway. Well, he's either going upstairs or leaving. I don't think they're trying to get him sacked.
Like, this is what I say, yeah. Like, with this, don't believe everything you read.
No.
Like, trust me, why is this all coming out after a bad result?
Mm-hmm.
You don't hear all this negativity when we win half the time. We don't. And secondly, as United fans, don't be worried because we're actually playing well. This is why I said this, yeah. When I've seen people on Twitter, I've seen other content creators overreacting. Top four's not done.
No.
We're still in a top four race. We saw it the other day. Tottenham lost.
Yep.
Every other team is inconsistent like us.
Yep.
We're still in a top four race.
Absolutely. Because everyone else is not very good. But the thing is that I've realized about my team, what is different from certain Spurs fans I talk to, Arsenal fans who I talk to, I realize Manchester United are not very good. Whereas if you talk to Arsenal fans, they'll tell you their team is good. If you talk to Spurs fans, they'll tell you their team is good. Like, no. None of us are very good.
And
that's why we're all fighting for top four. Go on.
Our team are on the upward trajectory kind of thing, isn't it?
Let's go.
Like, our performances over the last 5 games have been probably the best bunch of performances we've had this season.
Yeah. Well, absolutely.
Results might have not been there, but at least the performances are there. You need performances more than results kind of thing. Because if you know the performances are there, the results will come.
Yeah, because performances is much more sustainable. Because we got results on the Ollie.
Said that as well.
Yeah, because we got results on the Ollie. That's why we finished second. That's how we finished second, because the results wasn't really an issue.
And what did we say when we finished second?
False image. Yeah, we know it's a false image, and it showed. That's why he got sacked the season after.
It's like, what would you rather do? Yeah, I'm good, but like, what would you rather do? Finish fourth on good performances, or finish second on just like results and poor performances? Like,
give me the fourth, because we get the same thing.
Exactly. Like, but it's a better platform to build on because
you
football.
And then you can actually see a style, and obviously this all comes back down to the same thing I've been saying all the time. Who do we get in the summer? Which changes. That's why it's very tough to answer questions about what players I want, who should be sold, etc. I think certain people should be gone, but there might be a certain squad player that fits the style of the manager who comes in and the style we're trying to play. So these are all questions that there's so many question marks surrounding United. So many. And shit we don't have the answer to. You know why we don't have the answer to it? Because they don't have the answer to it. They ain't got Scooby. But hopefully that changes. You'll see when we go close out shortly. Still, we're closing out in the next 5 minutes.
You see that Spurs squad here? See Emerson Royale. Flipping hell, is he one of the worst right back / right wing backs I've ever seen?
Is he that
bad? You know when Uri is better than him? I think that says it all. Nah, trust me. Because you see,
they terminate Uri's contracts.
I'm telling you, Uri is better than Emerson right now.
Look at this mid off, yo. This hardcore championship bout. This is ridiculous.
Is Emerson better than Wan-Bissaka?
I don't think he is. YG's a Tottenham fan, isn't it?
Yeah, YG is a Tottenham fan.
Yeah. See, look, I think both of them equal. I think both of them equally, both kind of thing. I think he means like both of them are crap kind of thing, innit?
Yeah, he's saying they're both crap, 100%. Big up the man style as well.
The fact they're in that conversation says it all.
Yeah. And Danny, that's why I'm not talking about you. That's why I said certain Spurs fans. Most of you lot, YG, yourself, Cams, as a Liverpool fan, will talk sense about like their own club. Like they're they're biased and run jokes, but they'll criticize when needs be. But I talked to certain Arsenal. If you didn't know what Arsenal fan was talking about Arsenal, you'd think they're talking about Manchester City in the manner in which they talk about their team and their manager. I'm like, if you're that good, why don't you win anything? Why have you not ran clear in the top 4 race? Because you don't rate Spurs and you don't rate United. So why are you still around us? Why are we still within touching distance in closing in on the middle of February? It's because you're not that good. You know what I'm saying? And we've had the worst possible start. Well, like Bainesy said, we're now slowly building and hopefully the performances continue. We just need to put a 90-minute performance together because against Burnley in the first half, good. Second half, not good. Most of the game against Middlesbrough, good. Yeah.
Ralph said, I think he said today in the news conference that it's kind of about building a 90-minute performance kind of thing, isn't it? The first 45, he said, this is what I'm asking for. I think he even said the first 70 against Burnley was what I'm asking for.
Okay.
So we're getting closer to seeing this team put in a 90-minute performance, which we haven't probably done for the last 3 years under Oli. I can't remember a good 90 performance.
I don't think he has pressure to get top 4 either. It's like our previous managers have had pressure to get top 4. That's getting sacked. Like he doesn't have that pressure. It's like he can finish 5th and like he's not in jeopardy of he's going upstairs anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
But I would put pressure on Ralph. I'll be honest, if Ralph doesn't get top 4 in my eyes, he's failed.
Nah, I think if you get 5th, it's a blessing in disguise.
Nah, man.
He's been brought in to finish 4th, but again, all this going into the Champions League is great for us, personal level, banter level, to enjoy. The Champions League is great in theory. If we're not one of the favourites, I'm not fussed. Don't care.
Yeah, if you take your nostalgia out of it and like how people will banter you, you'll think, if we're in the Europa League, we can kind of build there. Like Ronaldo's gonna go, you can actually you can build something. Even though it is the Europa League, you can still build something. Win that.
No, but you can say it's a blessing in disguise. But do you think if United finish outside the top 4, it's a failure for Ralph?
No,
No, I don't.
What was the expectation when Ralph?
No, the expectation is was for him to finish 4th, but I don't think it's what I will say is I don't think it's not a complete failure. It's more of a disappointment. It's a disappointment.
But I'll be honest,
if not even at his main level. Like this isn't what he's meant to do. He's obviously took this circuit. He's going to go upstairs. We'll see if he's a failure or not when he goes upstairs.
Yeah, like
but I'm talking about like the interim period. In my eyes, if Ralph doesn't get I would have lost failure during this time.
To me, he lost the battle, but he got to win the war. And again, the reason why I look at it like that is the new manager who is coming in. If we don't finish top 4, then the next manager coming in can focus solely on the league. That's how I'm looking at it.
And
because the Europa League takes priority. And he'll get a lot of money to spend. And the Europa, if somehow the new manager doesn't finish top 4 in the league, the Europa League, not only is it trophy, not only is a trophy available, also you can get your way into the Champions League through that as well. You see Mourinho do it. We see Mourinho do it, so it opens up that door as well. So I agree with you. We should finish top 4, but all is not lost if we don't finish top 4. And a lot of these players could leave, the likes of Cavani, Ronaldo. Then we can rebuild because a lot of these players might not want to play. Yeah. Say Bruno turns around and says, "I don't want to play Europa League football." In a bit. To me, that's a blessing in disguise. Not even a blessing in disguise.
I don't think he can kind of command that in my eyes.
I reckon he seems like the type that would though.
I don't think you will.
He's demanding the contracts. Like,
what I'm saying.
He's demanding contracts.
You demanding 100. What have you delivered? But that man will turn around in the chat, and I blocked someone for this yesterday. He was like, "Oh, Bruno's done so much more than that virus who we signed." I'm like, "Yo, that virus has actually helped us win trophies."
Pogba.
Yeah, you was talking about Pogba. This is my point. Remember, Cams was there, and we got into a debate on with some idiot. And it was regarding race as well, about Martial and Luke Shaw. A man was trying to tell me that Luke Shaw's of the same level as Martial in terms of talent. And Luke Shaw's done more for Manchester United than Martial. But we should expect more. Even though he thought they were the same level in talent, we should expect more from Martial. Like, people just like running agendas.
I'm pretty sure in the seasons you actually won things, Luke Shaw wasn't part of the team. He was injured.
Yeah. He's just not good. And he came in for a lot of money at the time and he's the highest paid fullback in Europe or some shit like that.
When you signed him, I don't know about that.
pyramid scheme just said it
I
best.
think so now, though. Not when we signed him. I'm saying now. But yeah, go on. Keep going. Back in 1 sec.
He knows United is as good as it gets for him. He knows, like, no other big club like wants him. He's never starting for a Barcelona, Real Madrid, a Bayern Munich. Like, none of these. I think the best he can do after United is like Inter Milan or AC Milan or even a Juve.
I don't know, man.
I don't think any top elite team.
Hi, see Juve are very. They're looking interesting right now. Can't even lie. Like low key,
I love Dybala, man. I love
low key. Yeah, we kind of said Villarreal will go through against Juve, innit? But I think that tie now is back in Juventus's favor
because of the Vlahovic factor.
Vlahovic, Dybala cooking kind of thing. Even Arthur's looking all right now. Zakari's looked all right so far.
I think Juve have to be commended for work. They got rid of a 30, or we'll call him 36, we won't call him 37, a 36-year-old Ronaldo, and they got a young, hungry goal scorer, like goal machine in Vlahovic. Like, that is good business, if you ask me.
Yeah, it probably is. I said this here. You see Vlahovic, that's the most, how do I say, a risk-free signing you can ever make in my eyes.
100%.
Like, there's no risk with Vlahovic. He banged in the league differently with Fiorentina. You knew he was going to, for 2 seasons now. He's already started this season incredibly well. He's 22. It can't go wrong in my eyes. It was never going to go wrong. And he's already got a goal. Yesterday, it's basically scored, but it counts as an own goal kind of thing because it came with the defender.
Yeah, he's cold. He's cold, Vlahovic.
As Paco, what bet is this? You have to jog my memory. What bet is this? What you saying, man? So I can't wait till the season ends. You pay £20 bet after Man United don't top 4. What? That don't bad make. What did you have on the line? What did you have on the line? Like, don't try to get what I'm saying. I want to talk mention bets because when Arsenal was behind us, you weren't mentioning no bets. This guy, you think you slick.
The thing is, Arsenal fans are going to be gassed when they get top 4, but they don't realize what's to come if they miraculously manage to get top 4.
I'm getting top 4. They're getting packed either way. Do I believe they get top 4? No, in the race, yes.
I hope they do get top 4. I hope they do get top 4. I really hope they do. It'll be an eye opener.
Why?
Why? Well, it's not going to affect us, is it, Ryan? So I don't really care like that. It's not that deep. If
C1. Ryan just jumped in. C1. Ryan just jumped in because he's signed in, so we can jump on whenever. But we closing out the show shortly. Go on, fam. Go on, Cams.
No, I was just saying, like, it's like, I kind of hope they get top 4, like, because they're getting moved if they get top 4.
I really don't.
If Arsenal don't get top 4 now,
I hope Spurs get it. I can't lie.
If Arsenal won't get top 4, massive letdown. Because how many games are they left of the season? Like 15.
Yeah. That's still a lot of games to play.
No, 15 games, 1 game a week, basically.
Yeah, it's about 15 games.
Yeah, people say all this 50, and yet they're still not 4th now. Like I'm saying, they're just not a good team.
I think the pressure.
You said, Man United top 4. You said Spurs. All right, Espaco. Nah, I don't remember. I thought you was an Arsenal fan. Yeah, calm. Yeah, that sounds like something. Yeah, that makes more sense. Man United top 4, and you said Spurs. All right, cool.
Really made a £20 bet, you know.
Espaco is an Arsenal fan.
So why would he back? Yeah. So why was So why would he back Spurs?
He's an Arsenal fan.
Are you sure? It's Paco. Who do you support? I always forget.
Don't ask me, innit? I don't know, but
I swear
he's an Arsenal fan. Trust me, he is.
You sure? Okay. All right. No pyramid scheme. I don't have no doubt to me. I gotta get my head on. That's what I gotta do. Like my hair's half finished.
Lies on close.
Yeah, serious. My hair's half finished. Like the back of it's done, and then the front's not done. Like so, I need to get my hair finished. Legit. I'll show you, man. After the stream.
Run slander, Ryan, man. What's with the?
We've already seen your hair last time.
Yeah. Nah, but that was just a full throw in it. Like now it's half done. Like around the back, I've got plaits around the back. Like I just need to get the rest of it finished at the top. Big up Timo in the cut as well. Yes, Timo, what are you saying?
Chelsea. Nah, we'll be becoming the 3rd English team to win the World Cup. I cannot wait.
Who were the first? Who was one of the first 2? Please enlighten me.
Liverpool.
Oh, seeing. Okay, just letting you know in our forever.
I can't lie. You see the Club World Cup is only good for the badge. Like this badge here that Bayern Munich got as well is so clean. That's the
Thing
only
is-
good thing about it.
It's a free trophy as well. You literally get a bye to the semi-finals. Like, if you don't win that, there's something going wrong.
When do you play? Is it Saturday? Timo, when is it?
Saturday,
So what time's the
4:30
kick?
p.m.
Okay,
4:30 p.m.
cool.
kick off UK time, 8:30 p.m. kick off our time.
It'll be so funny
Alright,
if you
cool.
lost.
If they lose the banner,
Like,
I'm
two
legit.
shots
I'm
as it
legit.
is.
I'm not about. But if you lot lose, like I will legit join the stream in it because Lewis will be doing the watching on. So I'm like,
Lewis will
I know
be flipping.
in that mud. You know what I'm saying?
I'll be on a holiday. To
Like, look at these guys with Tommy Pickles thinking he's the guy. You know what I'm saying? But we move.
Super Tommy Tuchel. You see
You
the
changed it now. You changed it now, yeah? It's not Super Frankie Lampard no more.
Hold on. Did you see the helicopter, the private helicopter, landed at the Ritz Hotel? Tommy Tuchel was there, bruv. He was there himself. He was
It's a bit like evolution, you know. Man.
Come on, man.
Evolution.
You see Tommy Tuchel landed at the airport, bruv. Man just drove limousine to the
Evolution
Ritz-Carlton
is a
Hotel.
mystery.
Oh my god.
Tommy Tuchel's the guy who didn't make it. Matt Jindrak or whoever the guy was that didn't make it. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Sorry,
By the way,
people
can I
from back
say
in the day. Absolutely not. Right, we closed it out the show, people. Now I'm joking. Go on, fam. Go on. Go on. Say what you gotta say. Go on, say what you gotta say.
Can we all put some respect on Thiago Alcantara, please?
We don't need to. We know he's established.
Can we all just put some respect?
He's a good player.
He doesn't need sympathy points. He's calm.
Yeah, I'm not you with Varane. I give him his flowers. Thiago's cold.
No, apparently he's been a flop. He's not suited.
You're breaking up, fam.
You know, apparently all
You're
that.
breaking up,
Ryan. You know, I remember a certain person in the top left calling Thiago Alcanavrage and all this, yeah.
Yeah, because we're running bants.
Come on, you getting me onto me
That's
for
why.
my Varane thing, yeah?
Yeah, but you still had to back the Varane thing, though. I'm saying, I've already said it's Thiago Alcanavrage because one, the name was funny, and two, it's Liverpool.
I've forgotten, yeah?
Yeah.
Don't think I've forgotten.
Yeah, because it's funny. Yeah, it's funny. That's why. But I can give him his flowers now.
That post you did a long time ago about
I admit Varane
midfield partnerships.
And
you said Bruno and Pogba was one of the best in the league. You remember when you did that? You was like, what other partnerships? I remember at the time where I commented that, and I put Thiago and Fabinho. Bear in mind, they hadn't even played with each other at this point. They hadn't even played. I said, that's going to be one of the best pivots in the league.
I don't think they've lost a game this season when they or together.
They haven't lost in general. In general, they haven't lost a game together.
17.
We've won every game.
17
We've won every game.
Yeah. Nah, they drew.
We've won every game. They've started together in midfield this season.
I think AS even released a Thiago
one
video
game
today.
where they started in midfield together. I think. Who was it?
Thiago's ridiculous, man.
I'm trying to remember who it was. Who it was against? It was against Everton. It was against Everton last on in the season. The VAR.
This is why I ran that to like Thiago is 21.
Serious, like we all know Thiago's cold.
Exactly.
Thiago deserves more
like,
respect, you know.
We just give him respect and sympathy points, man. Yeah, get on with it, man. It's a cold world, man. You know what I'm saying? Nobody cares about him.
I'm gonna say second best midfielder in the league. I'm gonna say second best midfielder.
I'm saying, yeah, even the best midfielder at Liverpool, but you know what I'm saying?
He is. He actually is our best midfielder.
Who's
probably the best player at our club, you know.
Who's number one, Ryan? Who's number one?
Oh my god.
Pogba. Paul Pogba is the best midfielder in the league.
Oh my god.
All right. Interesting.
Wallahi.
Well, you're gonna say Nathan Love, yeah? So you're gonna say Timo.
I ain't say nothing.
No, I'm not Adesanya versus
only because he's moved from the Russell Westbrook
the UFC.
Sure.
Oh yeah, speaking of that, this is a sports show. So yes, Timo, where they finishing this season in the West? 6 now? Where you
Why do you ask me that same question? I said we're finished 6th, bruv. What are you talking about? We're finished 6th.
Because I so who do you finish in front of then? So you got the Warriors, Suns. Wait, one sec.
We
Yeah,
finished ahead of the Suns. We finished ahead of Clippers, Dippers. Then we finished ahead of.
No. Who now finishes above you? Is what I'm saying. The Warriors, the Suns, the Grizzlies, the Jazz. Who's the other team now?
Denver Lakers.
So you reckon the Nuggets, and then so you're finishing above the Clippers. You're finishing above the Timberwolves as well, yeah. Because wait, ain't you like 9th right now?
Mavs
and the Mavs. I don't think you lot are catching the Mavs, yeah. All right, okay, sure. All right. That's why I asked you just to clarify in it because it's dropping down in it because it was 5th for so long. And you still beat the Warriors in a 7-game series 4-3.
Yeah, don't worry, man. We'll be all right.
Man said,
Do you?
don't worry.
Nah, I'm asking you a question. Don't do the Bainesy thing and try to avoid the question. You know what I'm saying? Talk to me.
I'm
You
not
still
I'm
beat the
not
Warriors in a
gonna-
7-game series.
I'm not-
Nah, allow
not
Bainesy,
gonna
bro,
do-
allow Bainesy, bro.
He
There's
just
no need to
talking about your
fight with
playbook, innit?
Bainesy.
That's the playbook between all of you three. It's the same shit in that. You know what I'm saying? In that. Like, you
Manchester
don't like
to
to pull
be
that.
kind. Manchester had to be kind, man.
That's not answer to
I'm
the
saying,
question.
man,
Do the Lakers beat the Warriors over a 7-game series still for free? Yes or no?
Yes, 100%. Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Do the Lakers beat the Suns still? Is it still a gentleman's sweep?
Lakers beat the
Yo,
Suns. 100%.
Cams, I've got a question for you, bro.
Where's Peter? Where's Peter? Get Peter.
7
Get
games.
Peter on. Get Peter on.
I don't
Oh, now
care.
it's 7 games. 7 games. It's not a gentleman's
Cam.
sweep no more. Now it's 7 games, yeah?
Yo,
7 games. Let's go.
Yeah, okay. All right, sure.
yo, Ryan. Yo.
Go on. Last thing, Ryan, and then we'll close out the show. Go on, Ryan.
He's Mike.
Yo, Cams, I've got a
Look at him.
question
This
for
is
you,
the guy.
bro.
Go on, shoot.
Obviously, we've got the Liverpool show later. Make sure you tune into that, people.
Uh-huh.
But Cams, are we in a title race?
Why are you asking this question?
What?
Why are you asking?
I just wanted.
We'll see. We'll see.
Right.
innit?
I'm starting to believe
I
a
can't
bit,
see her
you
in
know.
title race, and then we go
No,
drop
no,
the
no,
Burnley.
I'm starting to
no,
believe
Brian,
a
you're
bit
not-
more, you know.
Right, you're
No,
not
no.
getting away with this. You're flip flopping. You drew to Brighton and you say
Bah.
wait flat to title race.
Bah.
Then you
The
say
team
title
was-
race back on. What's wrong with you, man?
That
Where's
is the left flip
consistency?
for calling the right flip flop a flip flop. Crazy in that. That is mad. That is irony at its finest. Tebow called you a flip flop. He called you a flip flop.
That's that Spider. You know the Spider-Man gift. That's the
That's
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
And but can't I? See, realistically, yeah.
Here we go.
If
Go
we're
on,
looking at
Basie.
how
Bring it
far-
home.
Nah. If we're looking at how far Liverpool are, which they could be 6 points away,
Okay.
any other team is still coming against, you would say they are in the title race. But it's Man
All
City
right, cool.
we're talking about.
Okay.
Exactly.
So they're not in
And
the
that's the
race.
only reason. Yeah, that's the only reason they're not.
Yeah, exactly.
'Cause
See,
one expects
even
Man
Basie
City
figured it
and
out.
Liverpool.
I thought
Any other
Basie was
team
going to be
in
the
Premier
third
League
Spider-Man in that
history?
Spider-Man.
Maybe.
Like if Chelsea were top, yeah, and Liverpool chasing them, I'll be like, yeah. Because it's City,
Yeah,
the answer is no.
because they got Tommy Pickles in charge. You don't have to worry about him. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
but
saying?
really, yeah,
Come
but like City, the know how to win, one league title, literally every single player probably
Yeah,
does one league
This
title.
is when they go into turbo mode, City. This is when they go into turbo mode and they just shoo, they're gone.
Mm.
It's a mazo. It's a mazo. Actually, you're right. I'm saying he now thinks the Lakers beat the Suns in a 7-game series. Yes, they're 0-5 since the playoffs against the Suns. The Suns send them to the heaven gates every single time they played. But he thinks the Lakers beat them. Lakers don't beat good sides. And let's call a spade, man. They lost to the Trailblazers with no Dame, who's their best player, for those that don't know. Like, I've seen the Lakers, they play the Warriors on Saturday, where they're gonna get sacrificed. That could be a 20, 30 point loss. Like,
Wait,
they are
what
going
is
to
this?
get sacrificed Saturday night, tomorrow night.
Oh,
It's
I'm
tomorrow
not doing
night.
that. I ain't got
Yeah,
work on
like
Sunday.
unfortunately,
I'm
I'm
not
out. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm out, so I probably won't get back in time to see it because I legit want to see that game because the Warriors are going to move to them, and they play the Warriors I think twice after that. They also play the Suns twice. They play the Clippers twice again. Like the Lakers are going to be like literally, absolutely get destroyed. It's always good to see the Lakers get destroyed just for content creator purposes, isn't it? But even Timo's had enough. And yeah, the Nets losing. Yeah, I know you've had enough. Look, even the way you just said it there, you got no energy left. You're off the Russell Westbrook hive. You now think that the Lakers finished 6th instead of 5th.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just came from the spa.
Oh, is it? Oh, sorry. I'm glad. Yo,
Man's
that's good.
bougie, you know. Man's
I'm
bougie.
glad. You know what I'm saying? If my basketball team was the Lakers, I'd need massages too. I understand, fam. Do your thing, you know. You need all the relax. Watching Russ for 60 games a season will put anyone in distress. And in regards to the Nets losing 6 in a row, it's because KD's injured. They don't lose 6 in a row if KD's fit.
Hasn't Harden left now? He's gone to the 76ers.
Yeah, Harden and Simmons, they've made the trade. Timo, I'm done defending you about the Lakers. We lost to the School Blazers last time with half their roster gone. But this is the team that's going to finish 6th, yeah, and beat the Warriors and the Suns, the 2 best teams in the NBA in 7 games. They're the 2 best. For those that don't know, the Warriors and the Suns are the 2 best teams in the NBA.
Then they got Seth Curry as well.
Yeah. Steph Curry went to the Nets. Yeah, he did. Yeah, watching Russ for 9 games had me done. Absolutely. He is Bruno Fernandes.
Curry's brother went to the Nets.
Yeah. It's part of the trade,
Oh,
yeah.
shit. Man.
That's part of the trade. It was Ben Simmons, Steph Curry. I think it was somebody else, a draft pick as well. All for Harden to go to Philly in it. So yeah, is what it is. And like we'll end on this. Benzi, who you got on the back of your shirt?
Bane 7.
Let's go.
What?
Let's go. Bane 7. Let's go.
Nah,
I thought you were gonna play it, you know.
Nah, this one has Bane 7.
Let's go. All right,
My other blanket has Robin, I think.
Ooh.
All right, we're going to close out the show, people. Anyway, we're going to close out the show. Make sure you subscribe to Statman Baines' channel. It is in the title. Make sure you subscribe here to Sarcasm City TV as well. Hit the like button on the video. Stats, Facts, and Vibes will be back Monday on Baines' Twitch. So we're here. Every Friday on Sarcasm City TV, 5:30 p.m. And then 5:30 p.m. on Mondays on Statman Baines' Twitch. Stats, Facts, and Vibes. Yes, Baines really is the GOAT. And we're going to end on that note. Baines, anything you want to add before we leave the stream?
Nah, just go subscribe to the Twitch and YouTube. Make sure you guys follow Flawless as well. Road to 4K.
Whoa, let's go. And we'll be back today. We got, I don't know, are you not doing ballers at the bridge, Timo? You might or might not get ballers at the bridge. Analysis at Anfield will be back though, so you'll get cams. Unfortunately, Ryan will be there, but it's still a good show, people. So make sure that you lock in to Analysis at Anfield, talking all things Liverpool. See, so stupid he missed, like Mike trying to make an interception. But yeah, we'd love to everyone who's locked in. What other shows we got going on? And then obviously either pro clubs or GTA online on the Twitch, people. So either pro clubs or GTA online missions. Like I was running yesterday, running around by myself. It was a muzzle. Yeah, good. That's how we like it. Yeah. That's how we like it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, love to everyone that's locked in. Check out the upcoming live stream schedule. Let you know all the shows that are coming up over the weekend, all the watch-alongs, etc. And this has been the Stats, Facts, and Vibes podcast on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up for tuning in.
Did you not have me there to carry you this time?
I actually did better without you. But here we are. Actually completed missions. A mission I was failing with you, I completed by myself.
Man said Ryan ain't getting the last word.
Like, there you go. That shut him up. And that you can go and watch it. People. I was by myself, solo dolo, no help, just me in the chat. And even the chat was like, "Yo, you're by yourself." They weren't giving me no advice, nothing. And I had to go and find these dolls with cocaine in it. It was crazy. But yeah, completed that mission without Ryan. So here we are. You know what I'm saying? But love to everyone that's locked in.